In this video, we are not gonna talk about like what approach we should be doing and what are the different approaches we can do in this question. But the main purpose of the video is to show you like how you can write more modular code so that your interviewer might get impressed by your coding design. So my main purpose is to show you like how to write code so that you can easily grab the attention of the interviewer. To demonstrate you like why it is so important to write more modular code in coding interview, so I have asked ChatGPT like what are the key advantages of using the modular code. So let's see what it tells me. So first thing is clarity and organization. Obviously modular code is more organized into distinct section or modules, each responsible for a specific piece of functionality. Yes, this separation make it easier to understand and follow the code, both for you and your solution and for the interviewer as they assess your work. Obviously that is plus point. Then ease of explanation. Obviously when your code is modular, you can explain it in chunks, discussing one module at a time. And reusability, and I still think like reusability is the plus point, so that you don't need to write the same code twice. You can directly call the method. Then easier debugging and testing. Yes, it is more easy to debug. In that case, you can test each component like what this function is doing, whether it is returning true or not. Scalability, yes, scalability, we can scale more if our modular code is is more structured, so it is very easy to maintain as well. And impression of professionalism, that is plus point. So if you are a student, then no worry, even if you write in the single method, that is fine. But if you are experienced, then you should write the code in modular way, so that shows like how professional you are in the software industry, like the right how to write the code in the industry. So these are the key advantages of writing the modular code. So let's go back to our video. So first, let's just read the problem statement. Score after flipping matrix. So you have been given m by n binary matrix. So everybody know what is the binary. So binary contains either it can have 0 or either it can have 1. Okay. So a move consists of choosing any row or column. So either you can choose any row or column and toggling each value in that row or column. Toggling means 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. And every row of the matrix is interpreted as a binary number. So if you select this row, so you can consider it as a binary number that contains 1, 1, 0, 0. So that is a binary number. And the score of the matrix is the sum of these numbers. And for each row, you can calculate the binary numbers sum. So return the highest possible score after making any number of moves, including 0 move. So the basic summary of the question is like you can either select any row or column, and you can toggle every bit. Toggle means you have to toggle each value of the column or row, 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. And then you need to maximize your score. And what is score? Score is the sum of rows. And for each row, you will be consider it as a binary number. And you know how to calculate binary number value. I will show you. Let's say this is a binary number. Okay. Let's say 1 1 0 1. It is a binary number. So most of the people know that, so they can skip this part. So you can see it is called as 2 raised to power 0, and it is the 2 raised 1, it is 2 raised 2, it is 2 raised 3. So in decimal as well, like 101 is what? It is a 1, and it is a 10 raised 0. Sorry, 10 raised 1, it is a 10 raised 2. Means that is the 100 plus 1, and that is 10 into 1, and that is 1 into 1. So we call it, I need to erase it first, make it 1. So now you can calculate the value. 2 raised power is 0 is 1, 2 raised 1 is 2, 4 and 8. Multiply it, that would become 1, 0, 4 into 1, that would be 4, 8 into 1, that would be 8. And all you need to do is the sum of it. That would be 8, 4, 12 and 1, 13. So this is the binary representation of 13. And for each row, you need to calculate the sum. And then you need to maximize that. So now you can easily say this is the most significant bit, and if it is 1, that means you will get the high result. So the more ones you have in the left side, you can ensure that you will have the maximum. So what I will do is, so and you also know that you can perform the operation on the row level as well and in the column level as well. sorry. uh, so you can see, you can either perform the row level or column level. Okay, so let me scroll it. Then let's pick one example from here. Let's pick this command V. Okay, so now you can see you need to maximize this one first. So you can see if it is a 0, then you can perform the column wise operation and make it 1 if it is a 0 only. So for each that is already 1 and that is already 1. So first thing you would do is for every row, if the first element is 0, then flip the row. Okay, so once you flip the row, you know that now in this first column you will have all the ones. Okay, now come to the second part. Now would you try to perform the operation row wise? Obviously not. Why? Because if you perform the row wise operation, you might end up in toggling this bit and that would become 0. And then if you mark it as 0, then there might be possibility that you would reduce your score. So we just perform the row wise operation only once, only if the first column is 0. After that we never perform the row operation. Then what we will do, we will do the column wise operation, so that will toggle the bit. Now should you perform the toggle bit operation if you have 1 1 and 0, and that would make it 0 0 1. Obviously this is lowest. Why? It has 2 0 and it has only 1 0 and 2 ones, so this will have more uh, score than this one. So while toggling the column, you also need to make sure that your ones are always less than zeros. Okay, if your ones is less than zeros, that means if you toggle, you might get your ones more than zeros, and that will increase your score as well. Okay, so that is the basic things that we are going to perform. But my main purpose was to show you like how to make your code more modular. So let's jump to the code level then. Let's maximize it little bit and let's come to the main point. And main point is this matrix score. So we have seen the first thing that we are going to do is flip the row if the first column is 0. So I have traverse, the first column, and always try to see if I could easily swap the row or not. So I have a should row flip. So if you go to the should row flip function, that says if first column is 0, then it will return true, means you need to flip the row. And then when I go to the flip row, I can easily say that for every bit I am going to flip the row. And now you can easily say like what I am doing here and why I am doing it, I will show you. So you can say, everybody know like what is the JOR operation. Okay, so JOR operation, in JOR operation there is a fundamental that if you have same things, you will get the 1. Okay, if you have same bit, you will get 1. If you have different bit, you will get 0. So that will result in 0. So now when I'm saying I need to flip the bit, okay, so that means if I have 0 and I will JOR it with 1, means these are different and that would make it 1. And if it is 1, I would make JOR of 1 and it will return 0. So you can easily say that it would flip the bit. So if you want to flip any bit, you could easily say bit is equals to bit JOR and 1. So that will toggle the bit. So now come to the code again. So we have seen how to flip the row, and then once we flip the row, we go to flip to column, and we will not flip the first column, because if we flip the first column, that would make the first column all 0 and we might end up in less score. So we won't do that. So we will start from the second column, and remember second column will start from 1, not from 2, because the array start from 0 0 1 2 like that. So I have should column flip condition. Let's go to that. Should column flip condition, it says that if number of ones is less than 0, then you should flip the column. Then I will perform the operation flip column. Then I go to and I just flip the column. So you guys see that how my code is more modular and more readable. Easily, if you see this, then you can easily say that we have some condition on should row flip. If that is true, we are going to flip the row, and then we are going to flip the column if that allows the should column flip to. And then I have one debug. So if you just want to print your array and need to test like how your array is being modified, whether it is correct or not, so you can do that as well, and that might help in your interview. So if you might end up in mistyping or something like that, you can just print your array and check whether it is correct or not. Then our final function, that is calculate score. So calculate score, what it will do is it will get the binary number and it will calculate the sum. So for every row, I'm getting the decimal number for that binary number, and I am adding it to my sum, and at the end I am returning my sum. So I will show you like what it is doing. So let's move to this. And okay, so what it is doing is, I already told you how the binary representation look like. So let's say you have one binary number 0, 1, 0 and 1. So you know that is 2 raised 0 plus 2 raised 1, 2 raised 2, 2 raised 3, 2 raised 4. So remember that I am starting from n minus 1. So I am starting from here, and I have one more variable, that is power, that is this one, power. So I am multiplying my power by 2 every time, that would be 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. And that's how you calculate, binary to decimal value as well. So if you don't know how to convert binary to decimal, so you can see this code, and still if you don't understand, you can check other videos. So starting from this one, I will multiply 1 into 1, that would be 1. Okay, power into grid. Then I go to 0, 2 into 0, that would be 0. And I am also adding, into the current one. So I am still adding it. 4 into 1, that would be 4. 8 into 0, that would be 0. 16 into 1, that would be 16. And my final answer would be 21. And then I will add this into my sum, and that is my score as well. So that's all. So the main purpose of the video was like how you can write more modular code. So it doesn't depend on like which language you use. You can still code like this in Python as well, in C++ as well. So that's it. Like you can easily write this same code in the one line as well, in one function as well. But at the end, you want that your any other person as well can read your code, then you should write your code like that. And that's it for the video. And also we have solved our today's problem. And thank you for watching. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button and like, share and subscribe. Thank you.